Hey, welcome back. This is episode 3. The title is So What's the Significance? Developing Your Ideas. But really, I like to call this the So What video. So what? Why is it important? Why is it significant? Welcome back to the Gateway Resources and Support YouTube channel. As always, make sure you check in the description for links to resources we use today, as well as a list of other topics that you can get to. Once again, my name is Sean. Thanks for joining us. So like I said, so what? That's oftentimes the easiest way to move up when you're thinking about the rubric and the scoring that we looked at during our last time. And you'll notice I have those here. I went ahead and added a sticky note here to this, looking at the domain here for development, development analysis and interpretation. So one of the things I marked here, this so what, right? Effective analysis and interpretation of important relationships implicit in the writing task. Conclusions are supported with accurate factual information. So this is the social studies rubric. So this is that idea, thinking about why it's important, why it's significant, what's the significance of this information, and how does it relate to or address the prompt? So what? So we're going to keep track of some of those as we go. So here we go. So what? Why is it urgent? I'm going to include here maybe to analyze the relationship, maybe multiple. All right, so we're going to come back to that in a second. So then here's the science develop. And remember when we were going through this the other day, I even said this is the so what. This is the opportunity to have one more sentence. So connections are explicitly stated and well developed in most parts of the response. So I'm going to include a note here on the so what. Explain the connections explicitly and with details. So there's another so what. We might also include in here is the what is the scientific relevance? One last one here is how does this information relate to or address the prompt? All right, so if you take a look here, here's some of the so what's. Here's some of that deeper thinking. I'm going to show you real quick. Again, here, this is the social studies knowledge. This relates to the prior knowledge. This relates to the backside of the previous documents here. The expressions of knowledge, relevant scientific vocabulary, clear and appropriate use of provided documents. So you can also, within this expression of social studies, or in the expression of scientific knowledge, the just enough statements, you can also think about the so what. How do the documents connect? How do the documents relate? Why are they important for this task? So here's our breakdown quickly of some of those so what questions you might ask yourself. The purpose of these so what's that I've always told students when I'm working with them is to get to one more sentence. And that sentence, you can do any of these questions or statements, right? Analyze the relationships. Why is it important? What is the significance of this information? Explain the connections explicitly and with details. What is the scientific relevance? Or it could even be historical relevance. And then how does this information relate to or address the prompt? So with that one more sentence that you're going to use here, you're going to answer one more of those questions when you're thinking about answering and addressing the prompt. And that's going to move you up from sufficient to this consistent control where the connections are explicitly stated when we're talking about on the science. And then when we look at the social studies here, you're also going to be moving up to that 4. The effective analysis and interpretation of important relationships implicit in the writing task are supported with accurate factual information. So that one more sentence is going to move us further along and get you to pass the gateway the next time you take it. Once again, thanks for joining us. My name is Sean. Check the description box below for additional resources and links to other videos. Thank you.